Welcome students, myself Vishal Pandey, and I would like to start once again continue the topic discovering Tut. The saga continues. This chapter has been very important chapter since many years, as well as I must say that this chapter is one of the complicated chapters which you have in your Hornbill book. If you talk about this chapter, I had already discussed something in your virtual classes, but to be very frank, let me tell you this, that this chapter is basically all the way depending its scenario if you look, its circumstances if you look, its background if you look, it is all the way originated from the Egypt and Mesopotamia civilization. Let us have a complete discussion about mummy. Do you know what is a mummy? A body of a human being or an animal that has been ceremonially preserved by removal of the internal organs, treatment with resins and wrapping in bandages. Now you also know what is bandage, covering of body, human body as well as an animal it can be. And ceremonially means what I had told you in the previous videos, that this type of mummy is generally all the way, अगर मैं कहूँ तो उसमें बॉडी में उनके आयुर्वेदिक चीज़ों का लेप लगाकर, that is the representative of ceremonially. And if you talk about this mummy which we are talking about, Tut, who is also known as Tutankhamun and Tutankhamun, I will tell you later on. This is the short name of Tutankhamun, which is Tut written over here. If you talk about his origin, from where this mummy was originated, from Egypt, and this is all the story. The story deals about the Egyptians and routinely used a more elaborate process of mummification. Now what is mummification? We will be understanding in detail. Now you can see the mummification process included washing the body. Whenever a king or someone has to be put into the tomb or into the grave, the mummification includes certain points. The first point is washing the body. You have to wash the body first. Second, removing all organs except the heart and placing them in jars. Third one is packing the body and organs in salt to remove moisture, and embalming the body. Now this is embalming. What is embalming? मैंने आपको बताया आयुर्वेदिक चीज़ों का लेप लगाना जिससे कि बॉडी ज़्यादा दिन तक सर्वाइव कर सके या उसमें से गंध न आए. The body with resins and essential oils such as myrrha, cassia, juniper oil and cedar oil as well. So these are certain oils which to be put onto the body itself. And one more word which is there, para, P-A-R-R-O-A-H, which means king. I will be telling you later on in this. You can see this is the portrait of mummy. It can be linen wrapped Egyptian mummy. This is which can be put it into the tomb. If you see an important point to note, what is the important point which you have to note is ancient Egyptians of all walks of life mummified deceased family members, but the process was not as elaborated for the poor. What it means that in Egyptians, and if you talk about the Egypt kings and all, the process of mummification would be only done by the royal families, for the royal families, not for the poor ones. If you are from royal family, then only you will be having that opportunity. Now if you see Tut's mummy examined thrice, when I talk about Tut, which is Tutankhamun, or if you talk about his mummification, first of all it was in the year 1922, the man Howard Carter, who was responsible for finding out this body, this mummy, and he was in search of gold. Not basically he want to research on that particular mummy of Tut, but he was in search of gold and silver. So he found that mummy in the year 1922. Second time it was introduced in 1968, and an anatomy professor, and he did an X-ray of Tut's body. I will be discussing this anatomy, that what is exactly it means. And third, which is more important for you to understand, that in the year 2005, Jahi Hawass, who was also the Secretary General of Ancient Antique of Egypt, he found that Tut's body in 2005, and he did a CT scan of Tut's body. Now let us understand about some points, certain points about Jahi Hawass. As I told you that he is a former Minister of State for Antiques Affairs in Egypt. So you can see this is the portrait of Jahi Hawass, an Egyptian archaeologist he was, who is archaeologist who deals in antiques, and an Egyptologist he was, Egyptologist who deals in Egypt and in the antiques as well, a former Minister of States for Antiques Affairs. So he was Jahi Hawass. You can see his portrait, and this is the golden portrait of Tutankhamun, who is the Tut, the protagonist of this story. In the next slide, as we can see, book written by Jahi Hawass. It is, you can see these are certain books which are wrote by Jahi Hawass. This is Pharaohs. Pharaohs means king of Egypt. Let us have the next slide. If you talk about Jahi Hawass collaboration, Jahi Hawass ultimately in 2005 he collaborated with National Geographic Society, sponsored by Egyptian Mummy Project, to learn more about patterns of disease, health and morality in ancient Egypt. Now students, you have to be very much aware that I have already told you that we are here to discuss Howard Carter as well, and especially we will be discussing that how Tut's family was correlated with his with Egypt country. Because Tut was a king, he became king certain at the age of 8 and 9, and he died at the age of 18 or 19. His family we will be discussing. This is the portrait of Howard Carter. And Howard Carter, if you want to know about Howard Carter, who was an archaeologist himself, and he discovered Tut's body in the year 1922 and became world famous after discovering the Tut's body in 1922, Tutankhamun, as it is prescribed. Certain points about Howard Carter. Howard Carter, if you talk about this point is very important, that on 4th November 1922, keep this statistics in your mind, Howard Carter excavation group reached Tutankhamun's tomb. Tutankhamun, who is Tutankhamun? Our protagonist Tut. Okay, let us move forward and we will be discussing only the important points. This is the examination of Tut's body done by Howard Carter. He is Howard Carter along with his company, a friend, and he is just doing investigation about Tutankhamun's body. If you talk about the physical location of Egypt, this is the physical location. Red Sea is there, and this is Mediterranean Sea, and this is the physical appearance. This is the Egypt, where it is the northern part of African continent. Valley of Kings. Now Valley of Kings, this is important. Valley of Kings in Egypt, they are called pharaohs. Pharaohs. Pharaohs were called king of Egypt. So you should keep this in your mind, and let us move towards the next slide as well. Valley of Kings, this is the Valley of Kings as I showed you into that previous video. If you talk about the biggest question lingering about Tut, first one is how did he die? You have to find out that how did he die at the age of 18 and 19, whether he was killed by someone or he did suicide by himself. And the second question is how old was he at the time of his death. This is also important. Now let us move forward. This is your responsibility to find out these two questions. Now from here we will be understanding Tut's background, Tut's history, Tut's generations were there. About his father we will be discussing, about his great grandfather we will be discussing. Let us have some discussion about his great grandfather, that is Amenhotep III. Tut was great grandchild of Amenhotep III. Let us understand about Amenhotep III. And Amenhotep IV was Tut's father. Amenhotep IV was Tut's father, and then obviously Tut himself. The 9th pharaoh was Amenhotep III. What it means? That Tut was 11th pharaoh of Egypt mythology and Egypt kingdom. His reign was a period of unprecedented prosperity and artistic splendor, when Egypt reached the peak of its artistic and international power. This point is very important, students. Amenhotep III lead from the front, and in his regime Egypt was raising highly in the field of artistic manner, in the fields of crafts, drawing, music and everything. So the golden era of Egypt was in the period of Amenhotep III. So he died in 38th or 39th year of his reign. When he was 38 year or 39, he died, and later on Amenhotep IV ruled, who is also known as Tut's father. So we will be discussing in the next video Amenhotep IV and the Tut himself, and I will tell you that how Tut's body was underwent into the circumstances like X-ray and CT scans as well. Thank you very much.